Oh, the progressiveness is strong here. Isn't this the perfect casting choice to capture the essence and the character of our once beloved Ellie? I mean, look at her. It surely can't be because Bella Ramsey identifies as they. Oh, I almost said the actual gender. Oh, I gotta be careful. I forgot. What platform am I on? I forgot. I'm sorry. Silly me. Savior, how could you be so foolish? I almost forgot that it's 2023. And, remember, we have to be inclusive of absolutely everyone. Hollywood are angels. They aren't blood-sucking vampires. No, of course not. And I'm so happy that they chose this person. Oh, is the perfect person, the perfect humanoid to play Ellie, who is a woman, but they is perfect for playing humans. Yes. Now just remember, I cannot swear in this video because we don't want anyone to be corrupted. We don't want naughty words to get out there on the internet. We all have to be inclusive, respecting of each other, and remember to use my special pronouns as the Lord Savior. Only address me by Lord, okay? It's very important. So if I do have a naughty word come out, I'll just say flipping, or flopping, or jabberge. And now that most of my videos have been demonetized because I don't police my language, please do actually consider supporting the show, subscribing, and donating by giving a thanks. You can donate a very small amount, or if you're feeling generous, you can donate more, all the way up to Jesus Christ, okay? That would be great, but I doubt it. But please do consider supporting the show and giving a thank you so I can keep doing this. Thanks very much. Now let's get on with the video. Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great video here on the Savior Show. Make sure that you go down below and you like and subscribe. Smash the subscribe button. Join this goddamn channel today. YouTube 2023. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell with your face. Smash like, comment, share on Reddit, and jump off a building. The Last of Us TV series, or The Last of Us TV show, is just around the corner, and The Last of Us TV show reviews are already in, and of course the mainstream media, the legacy media that is dying, but they seem to still have massive amounts of control over us because we can't say certain things. Ooh. The goddamn shills and the scum, the demon scum, okay, that roam the lands of reviewing TV shows and such, who make their living off of biased reviews, okay? They are all praising this. All the big studios, networks, and newspaper outlets and all that kind of stuff, all of that jazz, they are all reporting that The Last of Us TV show is wonderful. It's the best thing ever. It's an amazing TV show. Remember, I have to show you the family-friendly images of The Last of Us because The Last of Us isn't known to be that family-friendly, but I have to show you because violence is wrong, okay? Violence is bad, even in a video game. So just remember, enjoy the beautiful scenery. Anyway, of course, all of the shills have come out and they've said that this is amazing. Even though The Last of Us, we've had the story told to us 4 goddamn times, okay? Neil Druckman, as I like to call him, because he must be brain dead or just completely wasted 24/7, he's released The Last of Us as a remaster, as a remake, as a package. The Last of Us Part 2 was of course a masterpiece and everyone loved it. Not that it forced an agenda down everyone's throats, no, it just had its own story to tell. It just wanted to destroy everything that the first game was about, destroy the characters, and make them all unlikable douchebags, okay? The Last of Us Part 2 was an amazing game. It's not like it had outdated gameplay, and the story was absolute garbage. Neil Druckman doesn't have an agenda to sell. He's not trying to force his ideology into everyone who plays his video games or watches The Last of Us TV show. Where would you get Where would you get that impression from? I have seen the first 2 episodes of The Last of Us, the TV show, and I honestly think that The Last of Us TV series reviews are all completely biased and they've all been paid off, and they love this because it's exactly what the establishment wants. It's exactly what dying Hollywood wants. It's pandering, it's virtue signaling at its finest. They're hiring people not because of their talent, not because of their resemblance to the actual characters in the video game, but because of what they represent. I don't have a problem with, people who identify as they, them. Of course, that's fine, but they are only doing this because it's 2023 and they have to make those woke bucks, those woke buckaroos. Wokeness is a new religion. It is a new currency that corporations use. They don't care about it. They don't actually buy any of this. They are just using it so they can make more profit, and they can basically warp and influence the mind of the younger generation who are feeling lost and confused. And pretty much this show is replacing the talent. The Last of Us TV show sucks, okay? The Last of Us TV show is bad, and the reason why I say The Last of Us TV series is bad, they could easily cast far better actors for the roles in The Last of Us, but instead they've opted to choose and select the ones that push this new current agenda. You have to include everyone, and you can't have too many white male characters. That's a no-no. So now we have replaced Joel's daughter, who was, funny enough, a white girl. Okay, well, I'm not even sure what gender she identified as. I'm sorry, I shouldn't identify her gender, but she was white, which is fine. But now she's black, which is fine. I haven't got a problem with that whatsoever, because I'm not a sad little neckbeard racist, okay? They are only changing characters to fit a new narrative, to fit a new agenda. Like I said, I don't have a problem with, funny enough, any race. It's so goddamn stupid, and it's so clever how they do it, because I honestly don't have a goddamn problem with, people of different color, people with a different skin color than my own, being actors or portraying characters in media and stuff like that. Of course I don't. That's goddamn stupid. But they like to do that because then when they do get criticism, they can just easily call everyone a racist, and that's it. They don't actually have to deal with the criticism. They can just slap a label on you. And even though I don't care about transgender people being actors or, playing different characters in TV shows, movies, whatever, video games, but the problem is they're only changing the source material to fit this new narrative, and they spend so much time in this show focusing on aspects that had nothing to do with the original story. But you see what I'm talking about, right? Bill was nothing but a side character in the original story, but here he's fleshed out, not because he's an important character in the video game, or he's, integral to the story, but because the character is gay. And I don't know if you knew that, it's a little hidden side thing that you can find in the video game. You can read a letter he wrote to his ex-lover, his partner. But of course, The Last of Us TV show focuses so much on the relationship of Bill and his partner, something that never actually mattered in the original story, something that honestly isn't that interesting to see, because Bill as a character isn't fleshed out. The only thing that's fleshed out about him is the fact that he is gay. Okay, that's the problem. They're not trying to make him a more interesting character, because in the video game, he is actually an interesting character. His personality, his whole demeanor of being, very independent and not trustworthy, and he clearly has a lot of trust issues, but the TV show just strips away his character, and his identity is that he is gay, and that's the story, okay? There's so many moments like that in the TV show, where it's just emptiness, it's nothing, the pacing is completely off, and it just drags. And like I said, I just have a problem with the casting, because I think they could have found a much better actress for Ellie, but no, they chose someone with the agenda behind them. And please understand, I really don't care, okay? I don't have an issue with transgender people, or with people who have a slightly different pigment than my own, because I'm not a low IQ idiot, okay? Everyone is the same. We are all human beings. But the problem is the media and Hollywood and the industry behind this is only making the story about identity politics, okay? It doesn't actually care about the original video game storyline. They've altered it, they've made it shitty, and it's just an excuse to push the agenda further, and I do have a problem with that. And the only thing that I do have a problem with is the ideology and this agenda of basically group thinking, making sure that their beliefs are imprinted on absolutely everything, and if you don't agree with them, then you are a racist, you are a transphobe, and all of this disgusting stuff, which is simply not true. It's about actually being able to have your own independent philosophy and thought, or your own beliefs around science, but they don't care about that. And the problem is, the issue is, it just takes away from the story of The Last of Us, because the original game, it was just a good video game. It wasn't absolutely incredible, but in the last 5 years, it's been blown up to this, like, massive thing, and then part 2 came out, and it just completely destroyed what the first one was about. And basically, Neil Druckman is the new Todd Howard, and he's just reselling The Last of Us over and over again, and now he's doing the TV show, where he basically just destroys the characters even further, so he distanced himself from the original as much as possible. And I honestly think The Last of Us TV show sucks, and The Last of Us TV show is bad for all of those reasons, and it's just not an entertaining show to watch. We've seen the story before, we've seen how it plays out, it's done much better in that version of a video game where you can interact with it. Otherwise, it's just a pretty simplistic, boring survival story about, you know, a dad and basically a daughter figure. That's all it is. And the show does nothing new, and the show does nothing interesting or unique to adapt the source material to make it its own and stand out. It just only focuses on the identity of the characters, and that's only because they want to focus in on the current modern political identity politics and force it into the TV show. And that's pretty much my Last of Us TV show review. I don't think it's worth watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, my sinners. If you did, please subscribe. That would mean so much to me. You have no idea. I would appreciate it a lot. Check out the music that I make on Spotify, and consider dropping a thank you donation. That would mean a lot, especially in the times where a lot of my videos get demonetized now. I would highly appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I can keep doing this. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.